Hey everybody, welcome back to Rogue Atlas. Long time no see. Today I'm starting something very exciting because I could see that you guys really liked the video about the difference between partying in America and partying in Berlin. So today I have something exciting and new for you. I'm going to be doing a party scene series where I talk about different clubs in Berlin and I take you to them. I tell you how to get in, I tell you what to wear, and I tell you some special facts about them, and then we actually go see the outside of them because it's still COVID times and they're still closed. I can't wait to start sharing this with you. Every few weeks we'll be uploading a new video and you'll get to see a new club and I'll get to tell you all about it, and then I'll have some special ones that are a little bit longer along the way. So here we are at Sisyphus. It's this big club behind me. It's one of my favorite places for a day party during the summertime. This is another one of the clubs that you can come to on Friday night and you can stay all the way through Monday morning if you want. You know, you just get the stamp, then you can come back in. And what's really cool is that there's a little graffiti spot just down the street that I'm going to show you here in a little bit that you can check out, where there's an open wall that is free for people to paint on as they please. But anyways, back to the club. Some interesting things about Sisyphus. It's really got like a fun festival vibe. It's got a living room vibe outside. There's like couches and giant lamps everywhere. And the big open air section, there's sand that you can stick your feet in. You can party, like I said, all day long. The day parties are the best. When it's really hot in the summer, they'll even spritz you with water so that you don't feel so ungodly hot under the sun. And what's particularly special about Sisyphus as well is that they do have one of the Functions One sound systems. It is mostly an electro and house club, but they also do have techno in one of their main halls. So you can come here and get a little feel for everything. It's a very free-spirited vibe. So like I said, festival type clothes are what are going to get you into this club. So I recommend that you dress a little fun, you dress a little colorful, and you come in with a good attitude. The easiest way to get to Sisyphus is either going to be by Uber, or if you want to take the train, you're going to take the train to Ostkreuz, get off, take the tram, and come to Rummelsburg. It's about a 10-minute tram ride from Ostkreuz, or you can walk it. It's about 30 minutes because the trams don't come so often. It's a little bit more on the outskirts of Berlin, but that also means that you can party all night long outside because it's only businesses and old warehouses here. Oh, and one more interesting fact before I leave you is that this was an old dog biscuit factory. Now it's turned into a club. They like to renew and refurbish things as interesting ventures in the future. Now we're going to head to the next club, so come along with me. Let's go. Two is behind me here. This is Watergate, popular with tourists and locals alike. It is a very famous club in Berlin, and it is very central. It stands in the Kreuzberg neighborhood, but it's just across the river from Friedrichshain. And one of the best things about this club is that from the inside you get beautiful sweeping panoramic views of the Spree. It's really quite wonderful. I really recommend you stay until the sun comes up because it is absolutely breathtaking. This club is a little bit different from some of the other ones we've seen because it is more sleek and chic on the inside. It's also difficult to get into. They don't like groups. You should really try to come in alone if you can, or at least in a small group. This club is really famous for its techno, of course, but they also get house DJs, electronic DJs, drum and bass, occasionally some funk and soul thrown in there as well. I've gone to an emo night here randomly that was also very cool. Watergate is a little bit more chill on the dress code. You could come in wearing a suit, but you could also come in wearing festival clothes or black. Dress code's not as important. It's just really important that you know who's playing. They are almost definitely going to ask you what DJ is playing that night when you come in, and you better know the answer to it or else they're going to send you packing. The one thing that Watergate is really, really famous for, and has now been copied all across the world by different clubs, is that they had the first ceiling that was completely covered in LED lights. Makes for a really fun background for dancing, drinking, and enjoying your night. Let's go on to the third club now. Club number 3 is the one behind me here. It's known as Cattlau. That means blue cat in English. And it's one of the more unpretentious clubs of the popular clubs that you can go visit in Friedrichshain. Like I said, it's located in Friedrichshain, which means that it's very centrally located and easy to get to. This club is also a wonderful place for day parties, like the first one, Sisyphus, that we were at. It has a big outdoor area, kind of looks like a ship on one part of it. During the summer they have outdoor DJs. It's also right on the River Spree, so you really get the river party fun vibes. It also kind of has the festival vibe like Sisyphus as well, but it's even a little bit more low-key than Sisyphus is. I would say it's a little bit easier to get into, but that doesn't mean that they can tell you no at the door, because they totally can. This is Berlin after all, and that's what the clubs like to do. Some interesting things about Cattlau is that it has multiple different rooms as well, half indoor, half outdoor. There's a really nice bar, and I think that one thing that's really cool about it to me is that there's little hidden cats everywhere. So a little fun game for myself that I like to do is that I like to go in there and try to count as many cats as I can see, which is pretty much impossible because there's tons of them, and there's an entire wall covered in cat wallpaper, so you just have to throw that out as not even being possible. One more little interesting thing about Cattlau is that it actually belongs to the Holzmarkt compound, which is an artist compound that's located directly next door. So like I said, they own the club. And Holzmarkt is something that I want to tell you a little bit more about on another occasion because it's a really cool, fun, interesting place and probably one of my favorite places in Berlin, although it's not categorized as a club, so it won't be under my party scene video series. You can check Holzmarkt out in one of my more recent videos where I talk to you about it and show you that it's one of the cool places in Berlin that you can check out. So if you're going to enjoy my club series, you need to remember to click like and subscribe and click the little alert bell so that you don't miss any upcoming videos, because you're going to get all of the fun facts and get a look inside of Berlin's clubbing scene. So I think that it's a really great thing to see and you won't want to miss any of it, so make sure to do that, and I'll see you next time.